Hey there, it's been a while. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be grateful to you.
Brooke becomes physical with Ridge and Taylor. At Steffi's, Taylor and her daughter discussed Ridge and Brooke. Steffi was confident that her dad wouldn't take Brooke back. Taylor thought she and Ridge had a shot after they got past Brooke's tears, begging, and pleading. Steffi agreed that Brooke would pull out all the stops but was confident she wasn't getting Ridge back. Taylor claimed no matter what Brooke did, Taylor wasn't bothered about it. She stated she felt fulfilled and had a new lease on life, so she wasn't concerned about what Brooke was doing or how she would accomplish it. She assumed that her friendship with Ridge had grown. Life's too short to be worrying about Brooke, Taylor determined. Later, Taylor overheard Steffi on the phone with Finn, informing him that the kids were spending the night elsewhere and that they would have the evening to themselves. She informed her that she would try to give them a night alone later, but that for now, she was heading over to Eric's to see how Ridge was doing. Steffi thought it was good that her parents were close like that and getting closer. Taylor called it an awakening they were having and claimed she could feel Ridge's love. Steffi teased to let her know if she should wait up. At the Spencer mansion, Bill promised Luna she would still fulfill her obligation to society, she would just do it at his place under his care. Bill told her that it had to remain a secret that she was there. Luna cried that she was no longer in a cell and could sleep rather than afraid she was going to get beaten. She questioned him why he did it for him. Bill claimed a lot weighed into it, but the top of the list was that he didn't want her to get killed in prison. Bill told Luna he had studied their pasts and upbringings, and he concluded he wanted to provide her the stability she had lacked growing up. Just then, the doorknob creaked, so Bill urged Luna to hide upstairs. Just as Luna rushed off, Will and Electra walked in, and Will introduced Electra to his father. Bill told Electra it was good to finally meet her. Thanks to a certain someone. Your son is an outstanding man, Electra said as she smiled at Will. Crouched behind the railing on the stairway, Luna stared closely. Luna listened closely while Electra jumped right into her story about the deepfakes and her bond with Remy, telling him all the specifics of her day. Lucky for me, my real hero saved the day, Electra continued, looking at Will. Electra started recounting every detail about how fantastic Will was. She described how she wound up on a rooftop with Remy, but then out of nowhere, Will stepped up and punched Remy. Will assured her that there was no way in hell he was going to let Remy take her away from him. Luna was more captivated the more she heard about Will's heroism. At the Forrester mansion, Brooke explains to Ridge that as CEO, she'll be able to get to Carter and wear him down enough that he'll give the firm back. She responded that she wanted to work through things, even if he'd run to Taylor. She said she only took the role out of her love and commitment to Ridge. Ridge assured Brooke that he believed her. So that means that everything you did to me, to Steffi, and to my dad, that's all forgotten, Ridge stated as he grinned and grabbed Brooke's hands. He dropped her hands and took a step back, and stared at her up and down. Except that it's not forgotten because you didn't do the right thing, Ridge stated seriously. He informed Brooke that when the cameras were rolling, she should have revealed the truth and criticized what Carter and Hope did. You didn't stand with us and defend us. There's no loyalty in this. There's no loyalty in any of it, Ridge added. Brooke stated that she took the position to bring him his company back. She thought they should move past this chapter, and he should move home. Ridge stressed that she expected him to live on the same property as Hope. Brooke promised him they would all get used to it, and she would talk to Carter. About what? Ridge bellowed. He remarked that Carter enjoyed what he did and appreciated the power it afforded him. Ridge feared Carter's ridiculous growth strategy would bury the company in debt. Ridge told Brooke he was convinced she had the right intentions, but inquired how he took the position without talking to him. We talk about everything, and now we don't? Ridge questioned. He noted that Hope was also manipulating Brooke. Brooke claimed she was going to talk to him, but there was a television crew downstairs, and Carter thought they should make a statement. I did try to text you, Brooke stated. Ridge said she didn't. Instead, he only saw her make the public declaration. Ridge contacted Carter, and Hope was the enemy, and she joined in with them. I don't think I can ever get past this, Brooke, Ridge informed her. Brooke told Ridge that he would see once he got his company back. Realize what? Ridge asked. He said Hope would still be the backstabbing manipulator he believed she was. He underlined how Carter only did what he did because Hope pushed him to do it. Brooke felt furious as Ridge reminded her how she lead Thomas on and then went after Steffi's spouse. What did she think that Finn would leave his family and ride off into the sunset with her? Ridge asked. Brooke snapped that Hope no longer respected Steffi's marriage by deciding not to go after her husband. Ridge scoffed that Hope only backed off so she could sprint at breakneck speed to go for Carter. It was good planning. I'm out, Steffi's out, you're in. You're telling me you don't know what she's doing? Ridge asked. Brooke told Ridge that it killed her, that he called Hope a bitch, and that the way he was talking about her was beneath him. So as turning to Taylor at breakneck speed, Brooke pivoted. She asked him how he could turn against her and their relationship so rapidly. I really don't understand. How could you do that? Brooke cried. Brooke informed Ridge she assumed he would have recognized what she was doing, and she trusted in their commitment. You always do the same thing. You become enraged, go out the door, and go directly to Taylor. It's a ping-pong contest. You need your ego stroked by two women, Brooke said. Ridge argued that he only needed one lady, but one who was loyal to only him. Brooke informed him she wouldn't be a victim of his or anybody else's and deserved a man who loved her entirely. And that certainly isn't you, Brooke fumed. She told him she wished she'd never stepped foot in the house. I wish my mom never accepted that caterer's job all those years ago, she continued regretfully. She told Ridge that every time he was disappointed with her, he ran to Taylor. But you know what, I'm done. I can't do this anymore, Brooke told Ridge. He nodded and added, you're done with me, but you're still going to run my family's business. Your family? Brooke asked. I am your family. I have always been your family. Taylor and Steffi regard me as a Logan and inferior, but Ridge, how can you see me like that? Brooke put her hand on his shoulder as she spoke and tenderly touched his cheek before hauling off and slapping it.
Have fun with Taylor, your second choice. Brooke snapped. She started to stomp out, but as she got to the door, Taylor strolled in. Brooke grabbed Taylor's shoulders and threw her out of her way, forcing her stumble and clutched the table for support. Taylor gazed at Ridge, startled, as Brooke went out. Steffi Forrester fights back. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Tuesday, January 7th, 2025, reveals Steffi promising to not go down without a fight. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Steffi has a secret plan to win back Forrester creation. Steffi Forrester Finnegan is not about to let Hope Logan win this fight, or any Logan for that matter. Instead, she has planned her own plot to win back Forrester from Hope and Carter Walton. It doesn't matter to Steffi or Ridge Forrester that Brooke Logan already had a strategy she was going to put into effect from the inside. She is the new CEO and was going to use this leverage to convince Carter and Hope into doing the appropriate and mature thing and just form another LLC to hand the firm back. Ridge and Steffi no longer trust Brooke, and Steffi thinks her proposal will work better. She is not about to let her grandfather's firm go down the toilet with the Logans running it. As always, Steffi believes that she knows best, yet she can very well make things much worse. When Steffi flies off the handle, it is generally the case. A new start for FC. Meanwhile, Hope and Carter are sure they know what is best to lead Forrester Creations into the future, and it's not only hope for the future. Carter and Hope are set to present new lines to the fashion firm, including one from Daphne Rose. Daphne will make her pitch on Tuesday, but will Carter and Hope go for it? Or better yet, will Brooke? Brooke does make a CEO move by accepting Fanny Grayson's new scent. Brooke doesn't really want to be CEO of Forrester, but Ridge is going to refuse to listen to her and go right back to Taylor Hayes. Brooke feels she might as well make the best of it. Maybe she can assist FC reach new heights without Steffi and Ridge holding her down. She's already done it before with belief. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Brooke Logan vows revenge on Taylor. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest Brooke Logan will be nursing a shattered heart by the end of the week on the CBS soap. Imagine betraying your own daughter to help your spouse get his company back, only to find him in bed with his ex-wife. When Brooke discovers about Ridge Forrester and Taylor Hayes' tryst, the you-know-what is going to hit the fan. Here's what's going on B&B this week. Spoilers coming. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Taylor Hayes and Ridge Forrester cross a line. Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes' struggle over Ridge Forrester has played out for decades on The Bold and the Beautiful. When Taylor returned in 2024 and was diagnosed with broken heart syndrome, we all knew it was just a matter of time before she and Ridge hit the sheets. This week, Brooke will discover the hard way what occurs when you let your man clear his chakras with his ex. In Ridge's defense, he only slept with Taylor because he feared Brooke had betrayed him. Oops. Brooke and Taylor have mellowed out over the years, but there's a great potential fans might witness a good old-fashioned catfight. Brooke has a propensity of blaming the women that Ridge sleeps with instead of him, and Taylor Hayes will have a huge target on her back. Despite the fact that the shoe has been on the other foot several times, Brooke will rake Taylor's name over the coals for sleeping with a taken man. In Taylor's defense, Ridge was more than willing. B&B spoilers. Brooke Logan gets even. What can Brooke truly do to get even with a woman who recently had a failing heart? Well, slamming food in her face may not be an option. Brooke may hit Taylor where it really hurts and make sure her daughter Steffi Forrester never gets her job back at Forrester Creations. She may even take things farther and actively ruin Ridge and Steffi's firm while she's in control. Do you think Brooke will use her new position of power to seek revenge on cheating Ridge? Should Taylor be sleeping with one eye open? B&B spoilers. Bill Spencer's living with a serial killer. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers indicate that Bill Spencer is living life on the wild side and shacking up with a serial murderer. Dollar Bill seems to think that Luna Nozawa may be rehabilitated and saved, but someone might have to save him from her. Here's what's going up next week on Bold and Beautiful. Spoilers coming soon. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Luna Nozawa attacks Bill Spencer next. Bill Spencer visited Luna in prison and found that she had been violently beaten by some of the other inmates. His phony daughter asked him to help her before she was slain behind bars. Later that day, a surprise Luna was released from prison and put on house arrest at the Spencer mansion. It pays to know Dollar Bill. Is Bill in over his head with the trendy serial killer? Luna might appear sad in an orange jumpsuit, but at the end of the day, she has already slain 2 men. Tom Starr was her bio dad, and she didn't hesitate to pull him out. Why would she spare her fake dad's life? Luna's ambition since she moved into Bill Spencer's house the first time was to grab a part of his wealth and be set for life. When her DNA test scam fell through, Luna even tried another route and attempted to seduce the wealthy. Once she's living with the publishing mogul, it won't be hard to counterfeit some documents and take millions from him. If Bill Spencer becomes a thorn in her side, Luna Nozawa has no problem killing anyone who gets in her way. B&B spoilers. Bill Spencer is in serious danger. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers claim that it won't be long before Bill's family learns he's sheltering the murderer in his house. Will they be able to save Bill from his phony daughter? Could he become her next victim? Or has Luna really changed her ways? Fanny and Daphne give Carter a run for his money. Will Carter make the right call? For the Tuesday, January 7th episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, sneak photographs show Carter and Hope having a busy day at the office, while Steffi gets busy planning against them. Scenes from Los Angeles. Carter and Hope enjoy a huge day at Forrester Creations. Fanny Grayson shows up to the office intending to pitch her perfume to the pair. She's looking for a slam dunk meeting that will take her fragrance to new levels. Unfortunately, an intrusion by acclaimed perfumer Daphne Rose may ruin her grand dream. Is there room at Forrester for 2 new lines? Surely Carter and Hope can make this work, right? If not, they'll have to pick one, and that may become a bit messy. Fanny and Daphne are ready to struggle for the top rank, and they are throwing all their strength about. Across the hall, Electra will contemplate the events from the past 3 days. She has her job back, but she's still hurting from what Remy put her through. She thought he was her friend, only to realize that he was a stalker who set out to wreck her life. Meanwhile, Ridge, Steffi, and Taylor assemble at the Forrester mansion to consider their next move. Steffi has a plan, but she's reluctant to disclose it and put everyone else in the middle. Will her scheme work? It had to, or else. Brad Bell drops hints on Steffi's calculated move to sabotage Carter. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates show Steffi Forrester's has developed a covert plot to regain control of the family business. In a recent preview of storylines and plans for 2025, executive producer and head writer Brad Bell offered some significant hints. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, the beginning of the end for Carter Walton. Bell teased an intriguing twist in the downfall of Forrester Creations. All thanks to Steffi, the former co-CEO, had been contemplating this move for some time. In a conversation with TV Insider, Bell said that viewers should expect a whirlwind of intense loves and relentless turmoil. The center of this turbulence is around the approaching coup at Forrester Creations, which is due to reach a spectacular climax. Carter remains loyal in his backing of the Logans, but Eric Forrester and Ridge Forrester are unable to engage with him under current circumstances. They are extremely unsettled by the idea of their family enterprise being taken away from them. B&B spoilers. Zen's caught in the crosshairs of the Logan Forrester fight is Zen Forrester Dominguez, who had the uncomfortable dilemma of joining himself with Forrester Creations. Eric, Ridge, and Steffi rallied around him, asking him to continue with the team. He is, after all, an indispensable resource capable of delivering crucial insights and preserving the company's existence. Yet, lurking in the shadows is another person, tugging strings behind the scenes. Moreover, this plot promises to unravel a huge secret and a shocking twist. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. An enticing corporate spy. In December, it was reported that Muriel Hilaire would be joining the cast of B&B on Tuesday, January 7th. She will represent the character of Daphne Rose, a French woman tasked with assisting in the manufacture of Forrester's future perfume. However, her talents extend beyond merely making lovely scents. According to Bell in an interview with TV Insider, she's a plant by Steffi to really undermine Carter and to dismantle this current situation where he, Hope, and Brooke are in charge. Daphne will employ her interesting techniques to reclaim Forrester Creations for its rightful owner. Will her captivating beauty and charm be enough to sway Carter? Not only is she prepared to derail Carter's objectives, but she may also mean trouble for Hope. Steffi's strategy has the ability to unfurl in multiple ways. Best the bold and the beautiful fan theories for 2025. B&B fans believe 2025 might be a significant year for these characters. 2025 will bring more drama to the bold and the beautiful. And fans have some wild thoughts about what will happen in the coming year. Hope and Carter. B&B has established a new super couple with Hope and Carter. Now that they're in command of Forrester Creations, they've asserted themselves as a power couple. While Hope is confident in their love and business ambition, supporters aren't optimistic. The pair will realize that running a firm isn't simple, and their love will be strained. If fans are correct, Hope and Carter could be headed toward a demise in 2025. Luna's partner in crime, bad girl Luna, is out from prison after preying on Bill's vulnerabilities. Although she's behaving herself, it won't be long before she returns to her nasty side. But this time, Luna will have a partner in crime with Remy. Although Remy was jailed for stalking and creating AI images of Elektra, odds are we haven't seen the last of him. Like many soap villains, Remy will escape jail and cross paths with Luna. Many fans predict the youthful villains will combine up to wreak havoc on Will and Elektra. Brooke's new love triangle. It looks like Brooke and Ridge are finished, potentially for good. With Brooke single, the question remains, who will be her next love interest? There are plenty of males to select from, and some of them are Brooke's exes. One fan hypothesis is that Brooke could reconnect with Deacon. Brooke is a frequent visitor at 2 Giardino, where she and Deacon discuss their baby Hope. With the new turmoil with Hope and Ridge, Brooke might be making more excursions to see Deacon. However, Brooke leaning on Deacon for assistance may ignite envy from his wife, Sheila. Everything has been going smoothly for Sheila now that she's on the path toward salvation. But that all will change if she feels Brooke is trying to take her husband. Given Sheila's fast temper and violent history, Brooke will be in trouble if she doesn't keep away from Deacon. Brooke slaps Ridge, Luna's close call, and Elektra's new danger. Luna Nozawa must hide when unexpected guests show up at Bill Spencer's house. However, it looks Ridge Forrester could be in danger all over again. Also, Brooke Logan slaps Ridge Forrester. Steffi Forrester's Assurance B&B report indicates that at the Cliff House, Taylor Hayes and Steffi Forrester Finnegan discuss Bridge. Taylor and Steffi are worried that Ridge won't forgive Brooke this time. However, Taylor is still on guard as she expects Brooke to put on the performance of a lifetime. Steffi doesn't think it will work. Taylor clarifies that she's not worried about Brooke. Taylor isn't threatened by Brooke.
Taylor knows what she has with Ridge. Is it okay to insert a snort right here? Back to the episode, Steffi wonders what changed. Taylor explains her life is full and she won't live in a toxic, violent cycle anymore. Taylor gushes about Ridge's support. Life is so good that Taylor just can't spend any time worrying about Brooke. Steffi calls John Finnegan. Steffi reveals that she dropped the kids off with the babysitter. Steffi and Finn have the home to themselves. Taylor takes off to meet Ridge, so delighted how close they are becoming again. Steffi lets her mom know she'll wait up for her. Taylor laughs and departs. B&B recap. Brooke Logan explains at Eric Forrester's estate. Brooke continues trying to explain herself to Ridge. It isn't working. Brooke continues that she only took the CEO job to give the firm back to Ridge. Brooke tried to tell Ridge, but he already boinked Taylor. Brooke still thinks they can overcome this challenge. Brooke honestly thought she was doing the right thing. Ridge believes that Brooke's heart was in the right place, but he says she was still wrong. Ridge expected Brooke to criticize Carter and Hope during the live broadcast. Well, that would simply produce more negative PR, Ridge, then you would blame her for that. Ridge yells about Hope Logan still residing on the property. Well, Ridge, you moved out, so it's not really your call anymore. Ridge accuses Brooke of being played by Hope. Ridge tells Brooke that he had to see Eric's heartbreak. Ridge says that Brooke went directly to the enemy. Brooke claims there is no opponent. Ridge argues that Hope and Carter are enemies, and now Brooke is an adversary too. Brooke Logan's self-respect. The bold and the beautiful recap shows that Brooke won't accept that Hope did anything manipulative. Ridge brings up Hope playing with Thomas Forrester and pouncing on Finn. Ridge calls Hope names, which Brooke can't stand and tells him so. Since they are discussing about incorrect moves, Brooke argues Ridge calling Hope names is improper. Brooke also feels that Ridge jumping in bed with Taylor was improper. Now Brooke is calling out Ridge for betrayal. Brooke can't believe Ridge jumped on Taylor so fast. Brooke can't believe how Ridge always wants to have his ego massaged by two women. Yeah, you go, Brooke. Tell the Waffle King how it is. Brooke refuses to share a man. Ridge made his pick. Brooke has tears in her eyes. Brooke wishes she never walked into that house, and that her mother never accepted that cooking job. Brooke is done with Ridge. Ridge scoffs at Brooke being done with him. Ridge maintains that Brooke is still going to oversee his family's business, nevertheless. Brooke can't believe that Ridge doesn't consider her as a member of the family. Brooke talks about how Steffi and Taylor regard her as a Logan. Brooke laments to Ridge about how people regard her as inferior. Ridge just stands there with a confused look on his face. Brooke lovingly caresses Ridge's cheek, then unexpectedly smacks him. Brooke tells him to have fun with his second choice. Just then, Taylor shows up. Brooke shoves Taylor out of the path. The bold and the beautiful recap. Over at Bill's house, Luna praises him for everything he's done. Bill reminds Luna she's under house arrest. This has to remain a secret or it won't function. When Luna once again asks Bill why, he claims he didn't want her to die. Bill says that he wants to give her the stability that he never had. Suddenly, a motorcycle can be heard outside. Bill orders Luna to hide. Luna looks from the staircase as Will leads Elektra inside. Will introduces Elektra to a grinning Bill. Elektra speaks to Bill about her ordeal with Remy Price. Elektra goes into detail, so Elektra now has Remy's identity, her work at Forrester Creations as well as the crimes that were perpetrated against her. As Will and Elektra chat to Bill, Luna develops a strange look on her face. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.